All right, here we go. Steve Chase here from Sequential Solutions. This video, we're going to look at how to fix undeposited funds in QuickBooks Online. Okay, so the example that we're going to talk about is that we have a $7,002.31 deposit that consists of these three checks as received payments in QuickBooks Online. And our goal is to bank reconciliation that $7,002.31. Now, when you get your bank statement, most likely your bank statement is going to not show you each of these transactions. Instead, it's going to give you one transaction. It's going to have a bank deposit of the total there. It's our job as small business owners to make sure that our bookkeeping can recognize three of those payments if you're using invoices or sales receipts and matching them and grouping them together using the undeposited funds, okay? So let's begin with our demo here. So you can see this is our example. We've got one transaction waiting for review, and it is this amount here. Okay, a horrible mistake to make here is to go ahead and add it to the bank feeds. That would be a bad mistake because then very likely you could end up having a profit and loss statement that shows more income than you actually received, okay? So when you receive a payment from QuickBooks Online, when somebody pays you online, you will have that information will go almost seamlessly, it will pick up on it and it'll match it. Today's lesson, we're not talking about that. We're talking about when you receive paper checks from your customers. Yes, in the United States, people still use paper checks, and it's quite hard to deal with that. But anyways, we're going to assume that the business owner took 3 paper checks and put it into the bank deposit. So here's what we're going to start off. First, we're just going to take a look at how much money we have in undeposited funds right now by running the balance sheet. So you're going to go to Reports, select the balance sheet, and we're looking at current. We have $6,500 in the undeposited funds, and that's a other current asset. Okay, so I see 2 of them right now, which is good news. Which is great news there, yeah. So these 2 we have found. So I'm excited about that. What about this 50232? And we're scratch our head, so we should do a search for that right now. I'm gonna do a global search. I can go here, do a search, and it says we didn't find it. Okay. I'm gonna do an advanced search because it's got to be in there because I know I did it because I just did it in the demo earlier before I started recording. 50232. Okay. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go to Register. And I can get there several ways, but I'll just navigate to the chart of accounts. I go to my checking account here. View Register. 50. There we go. There we go. You know what? I think I was looking for 32 cents, not 31 cents. That's the problem there. Okay, so that's it. 1 penny less, but that is it. So awesome. So I'm going to click on this, and right now this has been deposited straight into the checking account. So when we receive that check, whoever did it, and that was me, and I can do a quick audit history to show who's the buster behind this transaction here. And it will show added by Steve Chase, and it will show when the date, this is the date that it showed right here. So I'm gonna make a modification of that. I'm gonna back it out into the deposit into the checking account and change it to the undeposited funds. All right, so when I do that and hit save and close, yes. All right, now let's run the balance sheet. So I'll need to go to Reports on the left, balance sheet here. And I can see, look at that, 702.31. Go back to the bank feeds. 702.31. Hot dog there. So there's a couple methods that we want to do. One method is to actually go tell QuickBooks that we made a bank deposit in the in January too. Okay. QuickBooks sometimes will try to match it for you automatically, and that's great if it does. Just be careful that you understand the mechanism behind the scenes. Is we're going to actually make a bank deposit. So when I click on the Quick Create button, I have the ability here to select Bank Deposit. And what I ought to do is I ought to go through my list and check each one that's going to be added up here. Now, earlier, if we would have came here first, this Cast Tech here, 502.31, wasn't there. So when I backed it out, that's when it became available in the undeposited funds. Okay. So when I check that, I'll see I have my exact amount here, and I need to specify the date that it came into the bank feeds. So it came in on January 2nd, or the bank deposit was January 2nd. And then I'll choose either checking account or say, whichever account you have. So if you're a profit first kind of person, you might have an operating account that you're putting that into. That's how you do that and make the right date. There might be some other checks in here that are waiting for queued up here, but you can always search your reference numbers that you would have typed when you received those checks there to find it, to verify it. And then if I wanted to drill down and actually look at something, I could click on these hyperlinks and it would open up the source forms there. Okay. Additionally, when I make that bank deposit, I have the ability to add other funds to that deposit. Okay. But when it's good, I'm going to click Save and Close. And that, my friends, is what we want here. We want a matching deposit that's going to show up there. So, and when that happens, we would just simply click Match. If we wanted to actually see it, we could come over here and open it up here to see that and look at the date and just make sure that's the correct date. And that would open up to see it here as well. Okay, so awesome. We're going to click Match. And that is just awesome. And then from there, it'll just be a matter of making sure that you reconcile your accounts. Just make sure, please, every month you get your checking account statement, you click Reconcile. Okay, so I'm just going to make up a fake number here. And you're going to see that when you're doing that reconciliation here, it will say split. That's verifies when we select it, we would again be able to edit and see that inside of that. That really equals all three of those checks in there. So that is the undeposited funds. Hopefully that video helped you out. If you'd like to ask more questions, please visit us on our website at sequentialsolutions.com. And you can find other tips and tricks out there and other videos and tutorials like that. Thanks for watching.